Chapter number 7, Coordinate Geometry. Here we are to discuss the introduction part of chapter number 7, Coordinate Geometry. Now, coordinate geometry we already have done in grade 9. You know that if we want to locate a point in Cartesian coordinate system, then any one point is located with the help of two situations, okay, two conditions or two space. Okay, the first one is what, along with the x-axis, and the second one is what, y-axis. With the combination of x-axis location and the y-axis location, we are locating a point in a Cartesian coordinate system. Here in the class 10th, we are going to start with distance formula. We are not going to start with the basic, because basics you already know. To locate a point, we need two locations, that is according to x-axis and y-axis. So if I want to locate any point P, so it will be denoted as P of x comma y. So the first formula is what? Distance formula. According to name, distance means the length. Okay, now in Cartesian coordinate system, consider there are 2 points A and B. Then the distance between A and B is nothing but, if we will join a line A and B, that is AB, so we are finding the length of AB. Okay, in 2D geometry simply we are calculating the length by using scale, but in Cartesian coordinate system, if we want to find out the distance between 2 points, then what things we have to do, that we are going to discuss in distance formula. This is what diagram for a distance formula. Now here 2 points are there, point P and point Q. Say P is denoted by x1 comma y1 and y, and Q is denoted by x2 comma y2. So if you want to find the distance between PQ, it is nothing but the length of PQ. Now if you will observe properly, you will be find that triangle PTQ, that's a formation of what? A triangle PTQ, which is a right angle triangle. Now how it formed? We have taken a perpendicular PR, okay, PR, this one, PR on x-axis and QS on x-axis. So this is what the length we are going to get, OR. Okay, where is OR? This one. OR is equal to x1. Okay, then OS is equal to x2. So RS and PT will be equal. Again, RS and PT will be equal, and the length is equal to what? OS minus OR. So it will be x2 minus x1. That is what your PT. Similarly, if we will denote SQ, this complete SQ as y2, and ST or ST is equal to what? y1. This ST and PR both are equal. Again, QS is equal to y2, ST is equal to y1, so QT will become y2 minus y1. Now in a right angle triangle PTQ, where is PTQ? PTQ, T is what? Right angle. So by using Pythagoras theorem, we can get the distance between PQ square is equal to PT square plus QT square. And as we defined that PT, okay, PT is equal to x2 minus x1, so definitely we are going to do PT square, so it will be x2 minus x1's, so PT square will be x2 minus x1 square. Okay, similarly QT square will be y2 minus y1 square, and we are going to find out PQ. So PQ will become what? Under root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Now writing every time square root will be what? Somewhat difficult part. So the easiest thing what I am doing is what? Instead of taking PQ, I am taking PQ square. So PQ square is equal to x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So whenever we'll be getting the pure number as pq square, what we have to do, we have to square root that number. Okay, so this is what the formula of distance, that or distance formula. Now in particular case, when the distance of a point P of x comma y from the origin, now you know that origin is equal to what, 0 comma 0. It means your any one point, either it is x1 and y1 or x2 or y2, will be 0 0. So you will be removing the 0 from that number, so that will be automatically, if it is OP, then the formula for OP, where O is origin and P is any point, is equal to root of x square plus y square. And after this, exercise number 7.1, which is totally based on distance formula. Now after 7.1 exercise, there will be what, section formula. Now section means what, any line segment which is divided into parts. Okay, now if suppose any one line is there and we are taking any point on it, then that due to that point the line segment got due to that point the line segment gets divided into two parts. It may be equal, may not be equal, but the parts, and these parts are known as what, section. This is what the diagram. Now here what, AB is a line where A is equal to x1 comma y1, B is equal to x2 comma y2, and P is any point. Now because of this point P, the line AB got divided into two different parts. Okay, maybe equal, maybe unequal, and the coordinate of P is what, x comma y. Okay, and suppose this line AB is divided into two parts in the ratio m1 and m2. Okay, so the same thing, derivation and all, if we will do, we'll be finding that these two triangles, that is if you will see PQA, okay, what it is, PQA and BCP, these two will be what, similar, then their sides ratio will be same, and accordingly we can find out after derivation. But since derivation is not there, so I am not going into that depth. So the section formula will be what, m1 x2 plus m2 x1. These are what all the values will be given to you. Okay, again section formula is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, and m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. The first number whatever you will get, that will be x. Okay, that is p of x, and the second number whatever you will get in the pure form, that will be p of y. Okay, here the line is what, divided internally because of point P. Now if it is external, so it will be m1 minus m2. Okay, nothing else. So what is special case of midpoint? What is special case of section formula? Then if suppose this m1 and m2, this is what, 1:1, that is m1 and m2's value is equal to what, 1. So in that case the formula will be what, m1 means what, x. Okay, m1 means what, 1, and m2 is equal to also 1, so this will become totally x2 plus x1 upon nothing, that is what. In case of this special case, that is where m1 and m2 both are equal to what, 1, so this will become totally x2, this will become totally x1, and upon 1 plus 1 2, so it will become x2 plus x1 upon 2 and y2 plus y1 upon 2. This is called what, one special case, and the formula will become midpoint formula. So the midpoint of a line segment can be calculated in this way. So the midpoint of a line segment divides the line segment in the ratio 1:1, that we know, because both will be, if point P is a midpoint, so PA will be equal to PB. Therefore the coordinates of midpoint P of the join of the point A, that is x1 comma y1, and B, that is x2 comma y2, is called as the midpoint formula, that is 1 into x1 and so on. That is formula will be what, x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y1 plus y2 upon 2, and the formula is known as midpoint formula. This is what the third formula of the chapter, and it will be given as x2 plus x1 upon 2 comma y1 plus y2 upon 2. So the first part, okay, this first part will be giving you x and the second part will be giving you y. Okay, and the next one is area of triangle, but in this year the area of triangle is not there in your syllabus. Okay, because of the COVID-19 this part is what deleted. It is simple. Area of triangle, you know that half into base into altitude, that is height. But here we are finding the area of triangle in Cartesian coordinate system, so it will be in this form. That is A, B and C are what? 3 points located as x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2 and x3 comma y3. So after taking perpendicular you will be able to see that there are what? ABC is a triangle, and then ABQP is what? One trapezium, you can say. Then ACRP is also a trapezium, and then BCRQ is also a trapezium. Okay, now how to find out this area, that is area of ABC? What you will be doing, you will be adding the area of ABQP plus ACRP. After addition of this area you have to remove the area from this addition is BCRQ. Okay, like this. So area of triangle ABC is equal to area of ABQP plus area of APRC minus area of BQRC. So after doing this calculation, at last you are going to get area of ABC is equal to 1 by 2 into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. Okay, this is what your formula for area of triangle, but this year this is not there, so we are not going to study this. Okay, it means that exercise number 7.3 will also not be the part of your syllabus. Now this is what the first page of your chapter number 7, that is coordinate geometry. I want that you should draw this mind map. What are the content of the topic? So coordinate geometry, then there are 4 topics in this, or 4 formulas are in this, that is distance formula, section formula, midpoint formula. We are going to do only this 3 area of triangle. We are not doing this year. So after this simply you can give the arrow and you can write down their formulas. So this, I want that this should be the first page of your chapter number 7, that is, so this I want the first page of your chapter number 7, that is coordinate geometry. Hopefully this page will be there as a mind map, because if you want to go through properly of this chapter, so you should learn this 4 formula, you should learn this 3 formula this year. Okay, so this is all about the introduction part. Now let's start with the exercise number 7.1. Sum number 1, find the distance between these 2 points. Okay, point number 1, since we are working in coordinate geometry, right? So there will be 2 points x and y for 1 point. Okay, so suppose if it is A, it is B. This is what your x1, y1, x2, y2. Now what you are doing, you are finding the distance between x and y. How we can do this? Simply here you should write in this way: A is equal to 2 comma 3 and then B is equal to 4 comma 1. This is what x1, y1, x2, y2. Is that okay? x1, y1, x2, y2. Then what our distance formula is? So by using distance formula, okay, so AB is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Every time writing this radical sign is what difficult or boring. So what I used to do is, I am doing in this way: AB square is equal to x2 minus x1 square and then y2 minus y1 square. The value of both the formulas are same. Both are one formula only. Now AB square is equal to, what is your x2 here? It is 4. What is your x1 here? 2 square. What is your y2 here? 1 minus, what is your y1? 3 square. So it will become 4 minus 2. 2. What is square of 2? 4. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Square of minus 2 is what? Again 4. So here you are getting AB square is equal to 8. 4 plus 4. So AB is equal to under root of 8. Now the under root of 8 can be written as 2 into root 2. Okay? Because 2 times 4, or in place of writing 8, you can write down like this also 4. So this 4 will be coming out as 2, and it is what? 2 root 2. Right? So the next one is also same. The next one is also same. So this I am giving you as home fun. This also I am giving you as home fun. Sum number second, it is origin point. So here x, y, and here x2, y2. Okay, so by using distance formula, what is your AB square? It is x2 minus x1. Okay, x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. But here x1 is what? 0. So 36 minus 0, that is 36, and y1 is also 0, that is y2 minus 0 is what? Y2. So if for origin, okay, so if the one point is what? Origin. So for origin, AB square will be simply x2 square plus y2 square. Right? So what is x2? 36 square plus 15 square. Is that okay? And AB will be equal to, what is square of 36? It is 6 6 are 36. 3 carry, 6 3s are 18, double of 18 is 36, 36 and 3 is what? 39, again 3 carry, 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 3 is 12, then 15 square is 2 to 5, and at last AB square, then AB is equal to under root of this addition, 6 plus 5, 1, okay, that is 11, then 9 plus 1, 10, 10 and 2, 12, again 1 carry, 2 and 2, 4 and 1, 5, and then 1 address, that is 1 by 2. Right or no? So you can find out the square root of this number. Now let's go on the next one. Question number 3. Are these points collinear? So what are given points? Point number 3. A is equal to what? 1, 5. B is equal to what? 2, 3. And C is equal to what? Minus 2, 1. Minus 2, minus 1 are collinear. Question mark it is. Are they collinear? Collinear means what? Are these points in straight line or no? Okay, this we have to show A, B and C. It can be BCA also, it can be CBA also, anyhow, but are these collinear or no? How to identify? Here, if suppose we are considering AB, so here the sum of AB means the length of AB plus length of BC should be equal to what? Length of AC. But in this case, we don't know where the point is. C is first, A is first, or B is first. So to do this, what we'll do? First we'll find out the distance between AB, BC and AC, and then you will see after adding any two we are getting the third or no. So what we'll do? By distance formula, what it will be? AB square is equal to, by distance formula for AB it is x2, that is 2 minus 1 square plus 3 minus 5 square. This is equal to 2 minus 1 is what? 1. 1 square is what? 1. minus 5 is what? 2. 2 square is what? 4. So it will be what? 5. Therefore, AB is equal to under root 5. Equation first. Now we'll find out BC square. Okay? B and C. So it is what? Minus 2. Okay, x2 minus x1 is what again? Minus 2 square plus minus 1 minus 3 square. So your BC will be equal to under root. Minus 2 and minus 2 is what? Minus 4. Minus 4 square is what? 16. Then minus 1 minus 3 is what? Again minus 4. So 16. That is 16. 2 times 16. So it can be written as 4 under root 2. How? Because 2 into 16. So 16 square root is what? 4 and 2 as it is. So this is what equation 2. And what about here? AC square. AC square will be AC. So this is what? Minus 2 minus 1 square plus minus 1 minus 5. Minus 1 minus 5 square. So here AC will be minus 2 and minus 1 minus 3. Square of minus 3 is 9. Minus 1 minus 5 is 6. Square of 6 is 36. So it can be as 45. Okay, 45 will be written as 9 5s are, so 9 into 5 or 3 root 5. This is equation 3. Now the problem is what? If you will add these two, then also you will not get. If you will add 3 root 5 plus 1 root 5, you will get 4 root 5. But which is not equal to 4 root 2. Okay. So in any case, sum of 1 and 2 will not be 3. Sum of 2 and 3 will not be 1. Okay. So here you can write here AB plus BC is not equal to AC, or AB plus AC is not equal to BC, or AB is not equal to, or BC plus AC is not equal to AB. So point A, B, C are not collinear. Sum number 4. What is given? Let A is equal to 5 minus 2. B is equal to 6 comma 4. And C is equal to 7 comma minus 2. Right? Are vertices of isosceles triangle. Now vertices of isosceles triangle is what? Now suppose it is A, B, C. So any of the two sides need to be equal. Right? Either AB or BC or AC will be equal with any two sides. So let's see. First we'll find out by distance formula. So by distance formula, what we can say? AB square is equal to A and B. So x2 6 minus 5 square plus 4 minus of minus is what? Plus 2 square. Which will give you 6 minus 5 is what? 1, and 1 square is what? 1. 4 plus 2 is what? 6. Square of 6 is what? 36. Which is equal to what? 37. So AB is equal to under root 37. What about BC square? B and C. So it is 7 minus 6 square plus minus 2 minus 4 square, which is equal to 7 minus 6 is what? Square of 1 is 1, minus 2 minus 4 6, that is 36. So here also you are getting what? 37. So BC is equal to under root 37. Now we got that two sides are same, so it will be isosceles but can be equilateral. Let's find out the third one. AC square, AC. So 7 minus of 5, 2 square. Then minus 2 minus into minus is what? Plus 2 square. Because minus 2 minus of minus will become plus 2 square. So it will become what? 2 square. It means 4. Because 7 minus 5 is what? 2. 2 square is what? 4. And this will be 0. So AC is equal to under root of 4 or is equal to 2. So what we can say, from 1, 2 and 3, AP is equal to BC. Therefore what we can say, triangle ABC or AB and C are vertices or sides of what? Are vertices of isosceles triangle. Right? Now let's go on to sum number 5. According to these two friends, Champa and Chameli, Champa came into the class and she saw that 4 students are sitting in a particular arrangement. So Champa said to Chameli that is it forming the situation, okay, is forming a square or no. But the another one, the Chameli disagreed. So here we have to find out who is correct. If Champa is correct, then it will be a square. If it is not square, then Chameli will be correct. We have to find out that one only. Now, what is A? 3, 4. What is B? 6, 7. What is C? It is 9, 4. And what is D? 6, 1. Right? How we can say that it is a square or no? All the 4 sides need to be equal. That is AB is equal to BC is equal to CE is equal to AB. If this is the case, then it can be square as well as rhombus. Then after, if suppose all 4 sides are same, then we have to go for the diagonals also. Because if the diagonals will be also same, then only it will be square. If the diagonals are different, that time it will be a rhombus. Let's see. Now, by distance formula, this compulsory you have to write. So, first AB square is equal to, it is 6 minus 3 square plus 7 minus 4 square. 6 minus 3 is what? 3. Square of 3 is what? 9. Somewhat short I am writing. 7 minus 4 is also 3. Square of 3 is again 9. So, it is what? 18 you can say, or you can just simply write 2 into 9. Okay. So, your AB will be under root of 2 into 9. So, this 9 will come out as 3. Now, BC. What is your BC? B and C. So, it is 9 BC square, 9 minus 6 square, 4 minus 7 square. Again, 9 minus 6, 3. 3 square is 9. 4 minus 7 minus 3. Minus 3 square is what again? 9. So, 9 plus 9. That is again 2 into 9. So, your BC is also equal to 2 into 9. That is again 3 under root 2. So, 2 sides are same. Now, what about CD square? CD, that is what? 6 minus 9 square plus 1 minus 4 square. 6 minus 9 minus 3 square is what? 9. 1 minus 4 minus 3 square is what? 9. So again you are going to get 2 into 9. So CD is equal to under root of 2 into 9 or 3 root 2. So third side is also equal. Now AB square. AB. So it is 6 minus 3 square plus 1 minus 4. It means again 2 into 9. Because 6 minus 3 is 3, 1 minus 4 is 3. 3 square 9, 3 square 9. Therefore, what it will be? AB is equal to under root of 2 into 9 or 3 root 2. Now, from equation number 1, 2, 3, 4, all the 4 sides are equal. It means there are two possibilities. It can be square or it can be rhombus. Now, what is the difference between these two? In square, the diagonals are equal. In rhombus, the diagonals are not equal. So, what will you do? Therefore, the diagonals. Okay, or you can write down like this. Therefore, diagonal. That is AC. Okay, A and C you have to check now. That is AC square 9 minus 3. 9 minus 3 square, and then 4 minus 4 square. 4 minus 4 is what? 0. So 0 square, nothing we have to add. 9 minus 3 is what? 36. That is 9 minus 3 is 6. Square of 6 is what? 36. Okay. Or if you want to write it like this, 6 square and then 36, it is up to you. So AC is equal to root 36. So here root 1. That is equation number 5. Now diagonal 2. That is what? AC is done. Now BD square. What is BD? B and D. So 6 minus 6 square and then 1 minus 7 square. It means 6 minus 6 is what? 0. 0 square is 0. Plus 1 minus 7 is what? Minus 6, and minus 6 square or is equal to 36. So what we can say? BD is equal to under root of 36, that is 6. Okay. So from equation number 1, 2, 3 and 4, all 4 sides are same. Equation number 5 and 6 gives that the diagonals are also same. So what we can say, from 1, 2, 3 and 4, okay, AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD, and from 5 and 6 AC is equal to B. Okay, so therefore all from these all equations A, B, C, D is a square. Okay, so this is what the first 5 sums along with the introduction part of the chapter number 7, that is coordinate geometry. Okay, now the next sums will be doing it in the next video. So before closing, just I want to revise the content in this topic. Chapter number 7, we are going to study the distance formula, the midpoint formula, okay, section formula, and the fourth one is what? Area of triangle. But area of triangle is not the part of our syllabus. So we have started already. First 5 sums are over. So it was a small recap of what we are going to do. So wait for the next video at your own channel, Maths Mela. Till that, be happy, be safe at home. Thanks a lot.